let me start off by saying I don't like making videos like this. I don't like having to say the things I'm gonna say. But I also don't like the BS in the content creation space and the internet, social media space of products nowadays. Especially in gaming. I mean, everything's about to be fake with AI anyways, and it doesn't matter. 90% of it is. But I'm a consumer. I'm a gamer. I've been gaming since we had little joysticks and buttons. And that was it. CRT, tube TVs. I've gamed long enough now to literally see it all. I used to be a playtester. I used to do it for a living. I used to work for publishers. I used to work for PR departments. I know a pretty good deal of the ins and outs and the BS around it all. And yeah, I was part of the problem for a while. I streamed. Did that for a living for a while. Did okay. Did not okay. Make videos just to rant and rave about games that I play. So you can check them out. So you don't have to waste your download. Or maybe something new's coming out. I am getting sick of the smoke and mirrors, the FOMO, the microtransaction DLC, season pass promises of this and that, and nothing ever happens. And creating these toxic environments where it gets people hooked to spend money on less than quality content. EVE Vanguard. You know EVE Online. Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't. Spaceships. MMO-ish. MMO spaceships. Go look it up. Been around for a while. Game is held together by some glue. The universe they built, the story, pretty good, pretty solid. It's an economy-driven type game. When, wars happen, one side is that, wins the other, yada yada. They're throwing their hands into FPS. MMO. That's what they're calling it. MMOFPS. EVE Vanguard. First person shooter MMO. In this sci-fi world of EVE, where you'll mine bats and minerals and materials and fight battles against AI and players, and whoever wins the outcome sways the world and economy of EVE. Cool concept, it really is. However, out of range. Did they take us out of the game already? Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, here we go. However, mind you, we're on 4090, 3700K. This is a pre-alpha build. I really hate these terms. I hate these terms. And we're going to talk about why. We're going to show off the game. This is not the video I want to make on this, but the more I dove into this, the more disturbed I got about these practices, these companies. More disturbed I got. I thought I saw something neat here, and I got to play in it, and it just... People are going to cry pre-alpha all they want. I promise you right now, this game's going to skip ahead to beta early access release with paid shit. I'm calling it now. All right. I've been around this too long. I've play tested too much. I don't understand, and I understand how development process works in cycles, and the way that crunch can happen. What I don't understand is how long they've been working on this and where we're at with it. It doesn't make, there's just things that don't make sense. It's still in gray phase. very much because it's pre-alpha, which I don't understand how this is pre-alpha. This should be alpha. I don't think they know what they're doing in this game. We might not. I don't know why. I don't know why we can't get into lobbies either when it's PvE PvP. Like, who the fuck cares? Anyways. Sci-Fi MMOFPS. I've never gotten a squad in my life on this. That's what they're calling it. It's sci-fi. It's an FPS. Is it an MMO? Well, if we can get in the game, I can show you. I think probably not, but I think because they think Eve isn't really an MMO, it's really not. It's just kind of a pay to win. And that's my problem. It's like a pay to booster win. And they do this thing where like you get a month of premium and it like kind of gives you all these perks. And really it's a perks that should be the base game. and I like I can't wrap my head around all of it. I don't know enough about it, but that's just the kind of way it looked. And they're gonna do that with this game, I'm sure. Is this gonna be free to play? I honestly don't know. It's very confusing. I'm sure it's supposed to be. I can tell you right now, if it's not free to play, this game dies on launch. I don't know that I could get in these maps. I don't know why. I was trying to reserve the other mode for something else. What is happening here? So I got a key for this. Shout out to Lurkit. But they gave me like daily access time, which as a reviewer, that's a weird fucking place to be, dude. Oh, I'm on a squad. The game looks cool. So we don't kill our teammates here. I don't know how. Here, we're push to talk. That's totally not right. The game looks cool. Okay, it does. The surrounding environments, they look cool. I keep going off my other screen here. I don't know what's going on. Hold on. Okay, alright. It does. The weather's cool. All that stuff. Oh, dude, what is happening? My mouse keeps going off on my other monitor. Why is it not locking? We're on full screen. This is crazy. Okay, anyways. The UI is fucking awful. It's so outdated and weird. You can craft equipment and things like a signal beacon, which will extract you like a extraction shooter. You have a mining laser to mine materials out of rocks. Obviously you don't pay attention to the way it runs because it is pre-alpha. I don't know what's going on with this. The shooting. It looks cool on video. It's I don't know what my mouse just keeps off clicking. Who's firing at me? You can get different attachments for your weapons that will give it different stats and like thermal optic and stuff. The problem, the problem with this game in general is it's basically Quake with nicer looking visuals in the environment, but you can see that, you know, that that loot box mats inside it just look like shit, dude. The maps are cool. There's verticality, there's caves. You can mine ships, you can mine minerals. Why you do this in a first-person shooter? I don't fucking know. I don't know, and I don't know how it's an MMO because there's not really a bunch of quests to run around and get. Performance due Vanguard activity, turret site repair. The map's a decent size too. Thing is you run into players, you can't see them, and I can't show you all the gameplay in the world, and I'm not going to. There's a million videos out there of people hand picking, cherry picking gameplay. But this is what you're here to do. You're here to do this and extract. And then there's a raid-ish King of the Hill mode that you fight over. What is going on with this game? That you fight other factions, aka PvP, to obtain basically power over the guns and skies for the planet, and then it affects like the outcome of the war or whatever or something. I don't know. I think that's the ideal in the long run. Where this is a DMZ-ish mode. You might run into players, you might not. God forbid if you do, because you can't see shit. And the thing is with this game, this is one of those games you can just turn down all the settings and everything, and you can see players across the map easier. But the gunplay, there's nothing to this. This is literally Doom. It's literally Quake. I don't know why he keeps doing that. There's kind of events like this, and I guess there will be more, and that's cool, and maybe you can salvage an MMO title out of that, but I don't see how. I really don't see how. Man, I wish I knew what was going on with this. This is bad. That was crazy. I don't know what the fucking code is. Is that the code? 5982? Well, shit on stick. 2738. You know, to me, after I played this the other day for like 4 hours, I was like, yeah, all right, I can see in like a year, they're ready to bring this to the public, like actually, maybe, like maybe. That's not what it's gonna final. Like, that's not gonna be the final. Obviously, it's still gray phase, gray zone, whatever you. Every dev team has different. I don't understand that part. I don't. In the. Well, yeah, because that's what you do in an MMO. Yeah, but like you have the opportunity to do so much more cool shit with this. Turn that up for you so you can hear the ambiance. I literally, I don't. The guns are just BB guns though. Like so far, like it's so boring. There's just crouch and buddy hop. Yeah, that's something to do with going in the menu. That's what I shot at. Look at all this loot. All these down ships. And it's cool. Like, right, so I'm totally on board with a lot of this. Like it makes sense. This is an interesting thing to do. I'm gonna get freaking smoked by a player here, but run out of ammo. It's crazy too, like you why is my G key doing this? I don't know. Sometime there it goes. Okay. It's like you can't mantle, you can't sway, you can't pivot, like, I don't know, man. It's very, like, I hope they add some sort of movement and abilities into this, otherwise it's just fucking every game in the last 30 years that tried to be Quake. And boring. Who's shooting at us? My whole game just okay, alright. I can't play this, obviously. I don't know what's doing it. I don't know what's doing it. I just updated the game before we started this video, and it's being stupid. Whatever. It's pre-alpha. I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to do like this super long video because we're going to talk about this. We're just going to talk about this, and this is the part that pisses me off of this shit. Is it's a pre-alpha game that clearly isn't even fucking ready to be played. Plenty of other videos out there if you want to see the rest of the content of the game. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it until I see some real fucking development in this game. And they're going to address this shit. They're going to address this shit because they already kind of burn and create this toxic environment with Eve that I've seen. Their communication on this game has been strange. And I don't want to be negative here, but like I don't have a fucking choice because like I am sick of seeing this shit. As a content creator and as a consumer and a gamer, I'm sick of seeing this shit, dude. You get a fucking skin and a portrait for a discount. A discount of fucking Founders access pack. 24-hour access early. 72-hour access early. For damn near $100. Damn reservation. What the fuck? Like, what? Playing the game, looking at Eve content, looking at Eve updates. A good way to tell is go back and look at a dev's like last updates for their last games, and see where they're publishing and development's at. Well, are we living in fucking 2001? Like, what are we? 4 months of the premium post launch subscription time. Which you have no fucking clue what that's going to be because they don't even have a game that a fucking mouse cursor will jump out of. But they want $100 now. And a portrait and some skins. This, in a PvP game that is economy controlled, is wrong. I don't care what your fucking feelings are. It's a fact. I don't give a shit if you're diehard Eve. This is a fact. This is wrong. Just as much as the booster shit is wrong, the way they do it. If there's a way for people to take advantage of this by just dumping money into it and screwing the other people or whatever, or yourself, it's wrong. Not only is just fucking this, can we be done with this shit in 2024, 2025? Can we be done with this early access to your early access fucking game? It makes me irate. It makes me fucking irate. And you want me to pay an actual AAA production game value worth for early access to your early access that you don't even have announced. But hey, you can only choose in 5 days. So does that mean they're gonna? Is the sale gonna go? They're gonna announce early access, pre-alpha. I don't know. It's fucking bullshit though, and that's where I'm gonna leave my review, my thoughts of Eve. I'm not even gonna get into the other parts of the game that I played and other shit that I've learned about the game because right here is where you full fucking stop me about caring about your product. Do better, fix this shit, and maybe I'll play your game.